my last question is going to be about celebrities. We're not going to out anybody for who we suspect having used these peptides or meds or whatever the case is. Oprah has come out and said that she has used these to assist her in weight loss. This is why she left Weight Watchers. Whoopi Goldberg has also been very vocal about having used it. I have used it. I've never really talked much about it because I wanted to have a medical professional speak about this with me while I discussed my particular use of it. And I know exactly what you're talking about the titration, because when I used it last year, I feel like I was given, the dosage started off correctly. I started off at 0.5 and then I went up to a 0.75. I feel like it was like 2 weeks at 0.5 and then it was 2 weeks at 0.75 and then it went up to 1. And that is probably where I should have stayed because I did not have an enormous amount of weight to lose. You know, I didn't have 40, 50, 60 or more pounds. I probably had about 20, maybe 30. And you guys might not know this because I'm a master of illusion. And so first of all, I was bowled over by how quickly I lost weight. Ooh, I looked so cute. I'm sorry. It was so great to put on clothes I have not worn in 10 years. But I did, as the titration went up, I did suffer those side effects of nausea, extreme nausea. I had to be very careful about how quickly I ate because that might just, signal trigger. Just like a, pray into the porcelain god kind of moment, I also started to feel looser, as in my muscle tone was starting to decrease. And I was like, ooh, this is a problem. I don't really like this portion of, the of the main event and whatnot. So what are your thoughts on celebrities keeping it quiet and keeping their cards close to the vest? Because we just had a conversation, over there about offside about who we suspect having used it. And we're probably right on, but they've chosen not to reveal this. And I feel like there's a kind of stigmatization that's setting in around these meds as a weight loss aid and a good weight loss aid, a real, actual, alternative method to just, diet and exercise when you're older and your metabolism has slowed down and everything that you're doing is just not working. I myself I feel like it's a really good alternative. So what's your thoughts on celebrities kind of keeping this information close to the vest and the stigmatization that's happening?
Right. I don't think it should be stigmatized. But I also do understand that it's maybe their personal medical reasons. But when it comes to weight loss, I think maybe they feel like they did a cheat code or something like that. But I think even on these medications, you do need to have a lifestyle modification. You are going to lose weight, but the caveat is if you're off these medications, you're going to gain the weight back. So unless you change your lifestyle while you're on these medications to make better choices and to kind of rearrange, whether it's like a boost in your fitness program and things like that, that it's kind of a help. But if you go back to your old ways, you're going to gain the weight back. So I think when it comes to celebrities, I think they should promote that they were on these medications and also giving them kind of a real insight as to what they experienced, good and bad, whether they had side effects, whether they felt that it was something they're going to use again, because of whatever they went through. I think just suddenly appearing, 30 pounds lighter and saying that
sometimes 40 or 50
yeah, and looking like, oh, it was all me. I think it's also just like
misleading.
It's misleading. And you're also kind of doing a disservice to the public because you're also going to have these rumors of whether or not you did it or not. And it's also just like, own it.
Yeah.
And also like, use your celebrity to either promote it or to show, your experience on it.
Yeah. Besides, obviously, my vanity, playing a tiny role, just a tiny role in me using this, I was starting to gain weight and my joints were so sore. There would be times I would be laying in bed and it would feel like the meat was falling off the bone. Like that's what it felt. That was the aches that I felt inside of my, inside of like my body, like especially like knee to thigh to hip. And it wasn't because I did anything, strenuous. Mm-hmm. It wasn't that I had, power lifted 500 pounds. It wasn't because it literally was just from existing and laying down. And I was like, I need help. I just need help. And so I ended up talking to my physician about this and we discussed you trying this out. And I think that my first go around, I learned a lot about it just in terms of the titration and just the dosage and how much my, little frame could actually handle and what actually worked for me.
Right.
And also you're absolutely right. The lifestyle, I had become a little bit sedentary because my job is to sit down and interview people and talk all day. I had to change that, find a boot camp, go there 4 to 5 times a week, find a trainer that was going to kick my butt, and also reducing the amount of alcohol that I consumed and just increasing just like all the healthy stuff. So you're absolutely right about, it just giving you that extra leg up.
Right.
But you really got to do the hard work.